go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. Through the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, on the highway, and in the driveway. Isn't that strange? Cause I'm trying through the climb, I ain't like pain. You never hit the bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta hit the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, is belief. We'll see with the negativity, but I just gotta right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never ran city, no man, I still go. Go, 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 you got mine, but even I can change. You can flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst I say, turn it to a game. Take the best I say, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you feel it, no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past, start a pain, and you find a door. Open it up, and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go,
case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now there is going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful. Thank you.
I woke up this morning, I didn't give a fuck. Took the first sip of my coffee, and I knew I still didn't give a fuck. It's a beautiful morning, and guess what? I don't give a fuck. I woke up.
What happening, people? What's happening, people? Back at it. White boy in the house. Happy Friday. What's up with everybody tonight? We had the police at the house today again from the YouTube streets. The police at my residence again from YouTube. Now, I don't want you to believe me. You know, I am the king of common sense and the king of receipts. Sure. So, for your viewing pleasure, because when you come to my house, I record everything and I have cameras everywhere. We have a clip and a footage of the encounter with the police officer who I spoke with today. And I'm so happy that I found this and was able to attain this, because I can come on here and tell y'all what's happened and this and that, or you can watch it for yourself and you'll see how White Boy talks to police about YouTubers. You know, there's no, this is it's a gift from God. Now, a lot to say about this whole situation. A lot to say about it. So we'll get into it all. as much as I can. But it does seem that White Boy, it's very interesting, people. I don't really get like a lot of views over here. I'm happy with my community. I appreciate everybody for subscribing. By the way, the subscribers are up. I think it was the Stephen Stearns video that I did. Shout out to all the new subs. Subscribers are up. You know, I built a pretty good platform over here, but I wish I would watch the videos more. I mean, for what it's worth, you know, it doesn't hurt my ego or anything like that. I don't get a lot of views. And I say that crying a little bit, complaining a little bit, right? But I say that because take that into account, right? When we think back and reflect on these people who are trying to weaponize the court system, like, you know, you know, this is just all so very interesting. But I'm glad that we got it on candid camera. I also wanted to reflect real fast. But before we get into that, we have to kind of go backwards before we can go forwards, right? So before we go forward, this week I uploaded a video, and I was asking Queen Bee for some help for her stalker, Sinner. Now, this is all coming. And now, it was not Sinner. It wasn't Sinner, right? So don't get the two things confused. The police were here today for, you know, there's that whole Ted Bundy thing, the Ted Bundy thing. People claim they can talk to Ted Bundy, and you'll hear me tell the police officer this, right? And you'll hear the police officer's raw, real reaction to the whole thing, right? And I'm so happy to play it for everybody. But before we get there, Sinner makes a post about me, okay? And he's saying that I'm best friends with Queen Bee, and he's saying that I am a super racist, right? This is what he said to me. Now, it wasn't just me on the post. He called Cluminati a racist. He called Elevated Truth a racist. He called Queen Bee a racist, and who and why, I don't even know who else he did, right? Everybody's a racist nowadays, is, you know, his opinion, right? So I said, okay, how could we, you know, this is a man, right? This is a man who feels some type of way about White Boy. How can I create something legal within confines that we can resolve this problem with? How can I create a situation where two men can get it off their chest without anybody getting in trouble, without any police? And what happened was he ran away. He ran away and ignored everything. This really happened, people. This really happened. And I'm very grateful and very thankful for Queen Bee playing the video on her live. And I'm very thankful and very grateful for today, Cluminati playing the video on her live, because I know with them two doing that there's no way in hell he did not see the video, right? But there's an update. Now he penis shamed me. Now he penis shamed me. He penis shamed me. And all I wanted to do over here, people, is avenge my penis. For Christ, I should be able to avenge my penis. I should be able to do that, right? Brandy Wine's in the house. What's happening? What's up, Brandy? Guys, I am going to post a GoFundMe link because this stuff's getting out of control. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I don't even get a lot of views. But this type of stuff with these protection orders and stuff is getting out of control, man. Like, you know, what is this? Like, is this the new go-to thing? You know, what's really happening here? It's a little bit unmotivating, man. It makes me like contemplate, do I want to do this anymore? Because, and this one's going to be very important, right? This is going to be a very important court hearing coming up, because this is my freedom of speech. I'm just reviewing people over here, people. There's nothing I'm doing that anybody should be afraid of. Anybody who supports the channel and knows me knows I try to put out good things on the internet. I try to do the better and good things for people, right? Now, people who don't support me, people who don't like me, they'll totally disagree with that, because I'm probably defending somebody that's getting attacked, a missing a parent of a missing child, right? Or just some lolcow, or who knows, right? But this weaponization of the courts is out of control. It's too much, people. And I want to tell y'all so much. But before we can go forward, we got to go backwards. So what I'm going to do is play for you Sinner's response to my video that my friends played. And was he up for the challenge? Was he going to just bash my... Let's have a listen. Let's have a look-see, shall we? Thank you, Brandy. Thank you again for that. Hold on, guys, in the comments. I'm coming there right now. Let me just... Let's nail this really fast. So we got... Oh, I think it's 14 minutes. Damn, I don't have a timestamp. I do think it's 14 minutes, though. Shit. My timestamp. Yeah, it is 4. Hopefully it is.
I try to be.
14. Give me 1 second, guys, with the chat.
You're sitting on a panel at 1 o'clock in the morning and you're talking about another content creator that has a man and you don't have one. It just makes my door. They're going to serve me paperwork for being awesome.
Have a listen, shall we?
Fucking, what's wrong with these people? I'm still. His secret government is coming. Shut the fuck up. Listen. I can't. How do I make it clear to people that I'm not running or hiding from shit? I don't have to do that because I don't break the law.
I totally disagree with that statement. Wait a minute. You're not running or hiding from anybody. I have a people. He's definitely running and hiding. Let's have a quick listen.
It's really simple. And I realize that there's some racist, crooked-headed motherfucker over there that wants to he wants to get himself a big glass of lemonade. Sorry, big homie, we're not in prison.
Dude, what in the hell is this? This is the worst backpedal I have ever seen. What is this? Now, this live goes on for almost 4 hours, where he is in detail telling you everything about Queen Bee, her anus, everything about her life. He's breaking down every aspect of her live stream, which I was in, which she played this video of my challenge, but this is all we get from Sinner. He says, big homie. So we have to emphasize the big. So you're calling me big, right? How is my penis small if I'm big by your own logic? We have questions because you won't sword fight. You don't want to do a legal boxing event, and I need my dick off, bro. I need my dick off. But this guy is running. He's running. So it's big homie, and we're not in prison. What? And I have to do more to get his attention. Dude, stop it. You're a puss. You're a puss. If my name was Rebecca and I looked like Queen Bee, smoke them if you got them, you'd want to fight. You'd want to fight. But unfortunately, because I am a man, now you do know I do parodies and stuff, right? I am willing to get a bee costume, and I will do my best to get a wig that represents Queen Bee to the best I can make this happen, right? I'll contact her. What perfume do you wear? I'll try to get this thing down to the T, right?
They can't smell you.
I think he definitely wants to smell her panties and other things. So maybe if I smell like her and look like her, you'll want to do it. I don't know. But this is the worst backpedal I've ever seen, people.
Are you going to get him with your stinger?
I am going to get him with my stinger. What is this? What is this? You did see the videos. You do know what's going on. This is appeasing as people. I called this and I told you that this is going to happen, and absolutely it did. So this is it, right? This is all. First, it's, yeah, I'll get in there with you with one stipulation. If B. Tim can come along for what? Where's that same energy, right? Minus B. Tim. Now, Dude, you're a puss, bro. You are an absolute coward. Bad. Everybody sees it. Everybody knows it. This is a really bad look for you. And I just want to emphasize to everybody who's paying attention. This guy is all about attacking Queen Bee, right? Her kids, her, their family. But with his own words, his own posts, right? This all started from this guy. I never talked about this guy before. I never did a video about this guy before. I never reviewed this guy before. I didn't even care. I didn't care. He didn't bother me before. But now your own words get you into this situation and you're running like the coward that you are. And it's ridiculous. And everybody sees this, dude. Everybody does. And where's my dick off? I need to avenge my penis. You said I have a small cock, and I totally disagree with that, right? You won't give me a dick off. You won't get in the cage, right? At this point, Queen Bee has more balls than you ever will. You ever will. It's out of control, people. And I, this is not normal. You don't just say people have small packages and you don't know. And then when they're willing to whip it out and prove to where they stand, you run because you have a small package and you're a coward. That's the truth of the matter. Thin skin needs to keep his mouth shut. What's up, people? What's up, written in the stars? Court system is bagged down enough. They don't need it. Oh, wait till you see it. We're going there right now. So I get
I'm over it. Tip the camera up, stand up, drop trowel. I'll tell you how long it is.
I can't whip it out on live. What are you, crazy?
Put the camera up. No one's going to see your dick.
No, I'm not doing that on live. No.
We'll get the size out of the way. No one's going to see it.
Not on live. We'll make a video. Can't do it on live. Are you crazy?
No, there's no one's. We're not going to do anything. What are you going to? You think I'm going to do? I'm just taking a simple measurement. Is all.
Okay, a lot of people in the chat. Thank you. Smash a like.
Everybody press 1 if you think we should measure it tonight.
Wifey shot out. She's crazy.
I'm not shot out. I'm just tired of hearing about this fucking.
What's up, Scott?
Let's just point the camera up.
According to some, everyone is racist dumbasses. Isn't that listen, man, to be honest with you guys, I don't take anybody in 2025 who says that seriously. And I say that and that's kind of I should never say that, right? Because it's a serious topic for one. But I mean, come on, man. We see what's going on with the world, right? And Skunk is right. It's like what is that, man? Like everybody's not a Nazi, everybody's not racist, right? But there is cowards and there is people who don't want dick offs, right? It's just very interesting. This whole turn of events. This situation is very interesting. He directly stalks Queen Bee. I never talked about that guy. Never said nothing about this guy. And then he lumps me in, right? Because there is, let's be real. They're always calling me a racist and they're always calling Kluanati racist. And I don't know how Elevated Truth or Queen Bee has now joined the racist attacks, but apparently all of us are racist. We're all Nazis, right? Okay, we're all Nazis. But, I forget what the hell I was saying, but there's morons that say that. But, the morons that say this, right, they're all white. They're all white people. They're all woke weirdos that get, and I am mad about my penis thing, though, because I should at least be able to avenge my penis. So I am considering taking a protection order out for my penis against this guy. So just that, we'll have to think about it. But speaking of protection orders, I get a knock on the door. Now, I did my best. You have to understand what I'm about to play right now is not somebody with their camera recording the police. It's not like it's a camera that I have installed, right, on my front porch, right? There's one shooting this way, there's one shooting this way, there's one when you first come in, and there's 3 outside that area, right? But So the volume is not the greatest, right? I jacked it up as best I could. I jacked it up to 200%, right? And I made a video, which I will upload separately from this live when I'm done with this live. But what I want to do next is play what happened and how I dealt with it. And that's what I want people to understand and pay attention to, right? Because I could do a live and I could tell you what happened and what's happening legally and all this type of stuff. And I could tell you what I said to the cops and stuff, but why do that when I can show you? And anybody who's watching this right now, who thinks that like I like tucked my dick and I got all scared when the cops come? Who thinks like I got all nervous when the police were here? You're going to hear me say, is this YouTube? Because I don't break the law. I'm not out here. The police were only at my house because of YouTube. And that is it. You're going to hear me tell the cop, this is weaponization. They're weaponized in the court. You're going to hear me tell, just let's hear it. Now I will stop. I also put captions in. So let's have a look at this. I made a video about this, which I'm going to upload separately. Give me a second. Footage, what it's everywhere. Another situation of this video and to be afraid of. Right? Just went through this. What I'd like to do, because right, it's coming from a video when a YouTuber. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Conversation of the cop when he came over today. All right, so what I want you guys to do is let me know in the comments if you could hear the cop and you could hear me, because what I'm probably going to have to do is stop the live and repeat the conversation. So please, let's go 1 for you do, and let's go 2 for you don't. Again, this is low. This is low. This is not my phone that I'm taking this with. You know, as you can see, it's shooting directly down on the man. But let's have a listen.
Guys, this is, I don't know this person. This person is in a different state. This is over the internet. I got freedom of speech. If I wanted to, I can go on the internet and not defame you, but I could have a total thing about King Arson from Lee.
Okay, I'm going to stop it real fast right there. 1 for you can hear it, and 2 you can't. Just to read the room real fast, guys. Help me out. 1, you can hear it. 2, you can't. That's so true, written in the stars. So true. What's up, Natasha? Glad you can catch one. I think I saw Carol too. Was Carol in here? Because I know Natasha, Carol, you guys having problems with your notifications. So I got a 1, I got a 1, 2. Okay, that's cool. Okay, Kathy's giving me a 1. What's up, Jen? Okay, so okay, cool. So what I'll do is I'll stop it. And did you get my email about info of possible location of the butt boy stalker? Did not get it. Did not get it. Or I should say, I have not read it yet.
So we have a lot of ones that say we should just get the majority out.
I can't whip it out on live.
You're not. No one's going to see it.
Well, how are they going to tell?
You're going to put the camera up and drop. I'll get it.
So I say it's not my fault that these woke weirdos get their feelings hurt on the internet. And let's continue.
And weaponizing
Lee County Courthouse. This is like embarrassing to my neighbors.
It looks like I got a domestic situation over here or something.
It looks like I got some type of domestic situation or something like that over here.
I'm also out the door right now for work.
I'm also out the door for work.
Do me a favor. Again, I'm not coming off on you like
Do me a favor. I'm not coming off on you like this. But how many times are you guys going to let people do this?
And this is a harassment. This is yours? But what is this? This is whoever this person is. I don't know.
No. Say statute. We're just.
We're on the vacation. So we don't know anything about it.
So that person filed an injunction. All this is a temporarily to give it in that state, right? So keep in mind, people, I reside in the state of Florida. This is coming from somebody that I have never met. I've never seen in real life. I've never spoken to. I've never reached out to this person. Wait for it. And I have receipts on this. Wait for it. They have reached out to me directly multiple times, which I ignored. And the one and only correspondence that they could ever have is stop emailing me or I'm forced to call the police. Yeah. But so a difference, this is someone, so someone filed for a protection order that resides in a different state. I don't live in the same state as them. I've never seen them before, right? So this has nothing to do with the other protection order that I got for when I did go and make a video, right, in the same state, right? Now let's talk about that for 1 second. In this paperwork that I got, it's very interesting to learn that the person that lives in a different state is openly admitting that they reached out to the person in my state that I do have a protection order against. That's not a lifetime protection order. Everybody runs with a lifetime. That's not what I have here. The one that I got in court is not. Noel said that in the car, and everybody ran with it. And while I'm on this rant, I have to get this off my chest because I'm not going to be real if I don't. I got a lot of it aggravated at the aftermath of YouTube once that was done, right? And I have to say this because I'm not being real if I don't, y'all. I was watching people that I respect, right? Like Wispy. I've always been cool with you, but I got a screenshot and you're jumping on, oh, I stand with the protection order.
Yeah.
Oh, do you? And then even like Jay for Justice, I've always had her back, but she's on Granny's thing, and she's like, oh, it must have been so serious and this and that, and just going on about it. Like ladies, just as we're watching what happened today on camera, if either one of you would like to listen to the whole entire thing in court, just reach out. That's it. You know, because if you did listen to it, you would learn that in open court, my subscribers are going to grape. It rhymes with grape a lady. Yeah, that was said. That lie was said. I have receipts on it. So this is what you're getting behind. And that's why I was a lot of it aggravated at people that I am okay with. Don't be so like quick to jump on the latest news. Don't be so quick to jump on a bandwagon if you don't have the correct information. I don't talk about it because I don't even talk about that person ever. It was a one parody thing and that's it, right? I don't normally travel to the trailer park or the white trash part of the county regardless, right? So why would I need a judge tell me not to go back? No need to, right? But, you know, there's certain people where you could have just reached out and I could have blessed it to you. And while I'm talking about this, right, here's where you can expect from me in the future, right? I would not have even said none of that fuck shit about neither one of you, right? If I'm cool with you on YouTube, don't worry about it, right? Because loyalty is important to me, right? You know, maybe just take that in, man. Now, if either one of you ladies would like to listen to the whole proceeding, reach out to me. I would love for you to say, I stand behind that. I stand with the protection order. I would love for you. I would actually challenge you to that after you heard this, because you would absolutely delete your tweet, your comments, and you would act like you never said that. And that's the truth. Now, back to this.
Temporarily, David, in that state. There's a court date on here, so you can probably cite it. And you're in for Tampa. But let me ask you a question. So, what state is it?
Court date.
I've never.
Okay, so I'm just now getting told that this is in the state of Arizona, which I've never been to, and that's why I said right now I've never even been there.
Been there, my life. Is this the person that you offended supposedly? I agree with him. But let me ask legally.
Okay. He just says, I agree with everything you said so far. And then I said, let me ask you legally.
I've never in my life been to Tucson, Arizona.
I've never been there. How can someone?
How can someone legally even do this? Well, I mean, I understand you have to take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. I can also.
So I said, how can someone even do this? Now, I just told him prior to this that I don't know this person. I've never seen this person. So you have to understand. I'm explaining this to a police officer, but he doesn't know if I'm lying or not, right? But I've never seen this person in real life. I've never been. I don't know where she lives. None of this, right? So, okay.
Also, be the same thing and saying horrible. I don't know what happened. I'm listening to what you're telling us. I'm definitely listening to online. Whatever that online was, you probably out.
I'm listening, and I definitely agree. But whatever the online said, this person said that she was scared.
You know, because she said Ted Bundy told her where.
This is me telling the police officer at my house that you're serving me pieces of paper from a person who says Ted Bundy whispers sweet nothings into her ear and tells her where the missing children are.
Jesus Christ strike me dead right now.
And Jesus Christ strike me dead right now if I'm lying. He says, call the courtroom. Let me check the comments real fast because I have a lot more to go over after this. How's the volume, by the way? I'm only repeating what I'm saying. I hope that's not annoying because to me, it's very low. I didn't even know this camera that I had volume, but apparently it does. So I did jack it up. I edited this. Well said, babe. Well said.
Keep that or not. Now, I don't know how to do it now. So as of right now,
so he's explained to me what a temporary injunction is, which we all know. And if you don't know, here let me do that just for the what's happening here, man? Oh, dude, that's messed up. Hold on a second, y'all.
What?
Oh.
You set a timer on the goal delivery.
I didn't mean to have a timer on the goal. Okay. I was streaming that on your X. My bad. This live was on your X.
Okay.
So if you don't know, I'm gonna pick out Too Much Mom. Random comment I just saw who says, stay away from anyone that says one thing to your face and something different behind your back. So I have no problem with Too Much Mom, right? But let's, for example reasons, right? What he was just explaining to me is I can go to the courthouse and I can get a protection order on Too Much Mom, right? I can say whatever in the world I want to say, okay, on Too Much Mom, and they will grant me a temporary restraining order, right? Which is just a restraining order until your court date, your hearing, which I am so looking forward to, and which is also very, very important, which we'll get in 1 second.
They're not gonna do anything for it. So as of right now, you can't wait.
Call or text her, not a problem. Didn't do that in the past. Matter of fact, receipt wise, I mean, to say this on a live stream, I'd have to know what the hell I'm talking about with an upcoming court date, wouldn't I? But never have done that. What I can show is persistently reaching out to me. Ignore. And the only correspondence I have ever had with this person, and I have receipts on this, stop emailing me. Happens again, I'm going to have to call the police.
All that stuff online. Can we do that stuff with her or whatever it is? Talk about whatever. Well, not with her. That's all. The judge got to have agreed to that. Agreed to that. Okay. That's freedom of speech. I'm not threatening her. Well, right there. So this will be what this should be. Everything that she said on why the judge granted it. Well, they always grant it because they. I get a lot of them turned down actually. Well, in the temporary because they don't know what's going on. When the judge listens to this, we get a lot of temporary. Yeah. So yes, I'm not going to be here anymore. I'm not trying to embarrass you for your thing. I understand that, but maybe you should. I don't have a judge order. I have no. I can't deny the court. No fight talk. Can I call the courthouse?
So what's happening now is he's explaining to me the next process. If you didn't hear, he says he doesn't agree with the order itself, and he's explaining to me what I have to do, my next steps. And at some point, I use a Joe Rogan example to him, right? And I thought I did a good job here, but let me see if I hear it. Is what he says is so they granted the temporary injunction, this and that. You can't do this, you can't do that. And I'm like, well, I have my free speech. I'm allowed to continue talking. I'm like, I'm not going to say the person's name, right? But I'm like, even if I was to, I'm allowed to. That's within my rights. And that's where the Joe Rogan thing comes, where I think is here.
Well, the problem that is that she can buy the judge violated the I have already worked. The judge violates you, then it was considered criminal. So don't cross that. Don't let her cross that. That's why it's so important to get this thing taken care of. So find a court contact me. Yes, I agree
with you. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to contact her. Of course not.
Third party, you can't talk to her. Gotta read the parameters. Yeah. You can't call her. You can't have like her call.
Don't have her phone number to call.
I don't do any of that. I've never spoken to her. It'd be like this, right?
Here it is right here. So I say it would be like this, and I ask him, what podcast do you watch? What's your favorite podcast? And he says Joe Rogan.
You watch a podcast.
This is Joe Rogan. So okay, I say okay, Joe Rogan. So
yeah, well, he's on a public platform.
He's on a public platform. I can talk about Joe Rogan all I want.
Joe Rogan all I want. I have to be a good person. He's curious.
I can speak about Joe Rogan.
Right. So if I want to talk about Joe Rogan
I want to talk about Joe Rogan as a public figure on a public platform. This guy's he was cool, man. He knows, I don't have to explain this to him, but I was just, there was a little bit where it was a little confusion when he was like,
I'm not contacting him, I'm not texting him, I'm not threatening him. I totally understand. That's what I wanted to part of this parameter.
Okay. I'm going to actually upload this as a separate video other than a live when I'm done here. Let me catch up in the comments, and there's a lot more to talk about. But this is very important, this upcoming hearing. I want to hear what you guys have to say, and I'll explain it. What's up, Vanish? So it is very important because dude, this is like I said in the beginning of this, White Boy don't get a hell of a lot of views, right? And I'm not for everybody. I understand that, right? But shout out to my people who support me. Shout out to you, right? I'm not for everybody though. I don't get a lot of views. And as of late, I've been so busy with work and stuff. I've been I've been feeling as though I've been neglecting my channel. But we get by, and I'm not complaining about anything. I'm very, very grateful for everybody's support and everything, right? But I'm just saying, I'm just stating a fact, right? People what's not going to happen is people who their egos are so big, they're going to weaponize the court system and do like fake protective orders because they don't like what I'm saying, right? I'm not even a big channel like that. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing the extent people will go on Old White Boy over here. If they're not running away from a dick off, if they're not running away from a legal boxing event, they want me to be quiet so bad. That means I'm doing a good job on my reviews. That means I'm doing a good job, right? Because when I think back and reflect about certain creators and certain people, and what I'm not going to do today is go into the paperwork itself, right? And boy, would I love to. And boy, would I love to show you some of this, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to demolish this just as it's already been happening. Now, pay attention. This person's in a different state. There's an ongoing situation already with one of my moderators, right? Who saw the light, used to be a supporter of said person, and said, not anymore. There was an attempt to a protection order on them, and denied. And then whatever else happened, declined again. But what's crazy is you have somebody claiming that they need protection from myself. And it's amazing if, the rallying of people to mass report me, the public post about being witches and putting spells on people and don't mess. And so much more is just amazing. But this is a very important hearing coming up, right? Because look, people, I'm allowed to, what I'm doing over here is nothing illegal. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not harassing. I'm not stalking anybody. YouTube has a report button for that, right? A lot of these people you see, they go to Twitter, they try to tag YouTube. Nothing happens because if YouTube watches the video and you're not breaking any rules, they're not going to comfort your feelings. It's not how this works, right? And that's what happens a lot, right? But simply, I'm just reviewing people, right? And that is my constitutional right. I'm allowed to speak. But I'm not going to keep fighting these battles. These people go to court and utilize the court system against me because they don't like a little bit of review that I do. Listen, I'm bringing a lot of awareness to scammers, to exploiters, to all types of stuff, man. I am a creator who falls in different genres, different categories, right? I'm not going to be stopped because of YouTubers' egos. It's just not going to happen. So I am going to ask y'all for your help. I don't ever ask for help, but I have a hearing ahead of me for this, and I have to go back to dissolve the initial protection order that was put on me for the parody video that I did. Now, I may say when I was in court for the initial protective order hearing for that parody video, the judge said in open court, if this was all said and done on YouTube, we wouldn't be here, right? And so let me just say that. So it says a lot about what's going to happen here, but Look, man, I have a GoFundMe, I have a Venmo, I have a PayPal, I have a Cash. I have. If you have a way of sending me money, I have an account to accept it. If you can't help me, then just simply don't. It's not a big deal. If you're willing to help, please, I could use it because I do want to hire an attorney for a couple different reasons. Let me drop the link.
I dropped all the links in the chat already.
We got some more to talk about, but this is going to be the GoFundMe that I set up. Oh shit!
Oh, yeah, I don't have the GoFundMe one, but I do. I dropped all the other links that go directly to the lawyer. Yeah.
So, then on screen, let me drop this in chat. You know what? They got a, you can, it says to drop it in chat. Where's it at? Right here. Events and streaming. Fundraising tools. Your unique fundraiser link, overlays, donation event, blah, blah. Paste this link in the chat for comments can donate. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look see. Are they different? So I'm gonna drop this. Now let's have a look see at this one. So this is supposed to be a progress bar. Donation alert, donated, it didn't go. Oh, that's crazy. It went on camera. Wait, there's no way. No, that's what I'm showing. Dirt. Anyway, man, if you can and you're able to help us out. I don't ask for it. Y'all know that. It's not what I do over here, but I sure could use the help, y'all. But this is important because I mean, like, is this the new thing? Just protection orders? And that the purpose of me like showing that whole video was I just wanted to show you guys how I talked to the police, you know what I mean? And that did it sound like that cop was like, you know, overly agreeing with the reason he was there? No, you hear him agreeing with me if you could hear it. And on all types of stuff. I'm not going to be disrespectful to him. He's there to do his job. I get it. And even as far as the other thing that I went to court for, the other restraining order, I'm never gonna disagree with the court system. I happen to believe in our system. As complicated as our system is, I believe in it. You know, every time I've went to prison, it's been only my fault. If I went to jail, it's been only my fault. It's never been the police. It's never been anybody else's fault but my own, right? The judge in the protection order that I went to last time, I wish he would have, I wish he had a capable, a way to be willing and able to look at certain facts and evidence, for one. But for two, I wish he would have let it go a little bit longer. Because that was almost a win for me in the well. It really was. Like I said in the beginning of this, when I was talking about the two ladies, and if anybody wanted to hear it, unfortunately, I can't show you that. But if you know what was said in that courtroom was ridiculous, man, and that's where it leaves me here, where you know I don't want to say what was said because I can't produce it for you guys, and you know I like to show y'all, not tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? And things were said that were not true, and towards the end he made his decision that way, and it wasn't going that way the whole time. But this is an important one that's coming up, right? This person, this is crazy, man. I'm allowed to review, right? If a journalist makes a article, right, about there's a journalist does a article on online psychics, right? And if they scam, if they're fraudulent, this and that, right? He does a detailed breakdown, right, of a channel that he came across And if I review that, it's not defaming. Unfortunately, it's not. Now, with that said, I had a quick Google search, right? Since we're talking about this subject and all. And again, there's a lot more I'd love to tell you guys, but I had a quick Google search, which is very interesting. And it really, really is. I guess we'll start here. So this, what we're talking about now is because in this paperwork, which I'm not going to review or show, there's a lot of things said that are leaning like towards one way. But what I noticed was no mention of like the word psychic or medium or whatever label one would go by if they had a gift, right? There's no mention of this talent. There's no mention of this ability. There's no mention of this capability. But other things are said that reflects the capability and the ability and the talent, you know, and that I would like to talk about as a subject is just as a random subject here. It would be, I want to talk about like what's going on for psychics that are not registered, that don't have a correct business behind them. So this is what I want to show you guys that I found out. There's a lot of stuff happens if this is the case, guys, if you didn't know this. So this is for educational reasons at this point on. There is a lot of things here that can happen, right? If you were to pay, right, a psychic that is charging money that's not licensed, right? And with that said, there's actually a whole lot, right, of stuff about this whole situation that I found very interesting that I would like to show you guys. Meaning, you know, the topic of any psychic on the internet charging money or whatnot. Let's have a quick look-see at some of these Google searches. What happened to my thing? Oh. So the whole like getting a thing in a different state than what I reside in, there's a whole situation there in itself. But doing research, I found that it's fortune telling in Florida is what they do, and it's very interesting the categories that the law has. They call it, you know, crystal gazing and fortune telling and clairvoyance and clairaudience and urology, astrology, mediumship, and neurocracy, and I can't even say some of these words, but it's all sorcery and telepathy. It's all very, very, very interesting. But the meat and potatoes behind this is the fees and correct licensing and correct business attributes that one must have to do these practices. And I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you guys don't know this, it's all very interesting. You should give it a Google search. But if not, you know, that's cool too. But it is very interesting to learn of these things that I was looking up here. And these are just basic Google searches that I did. Anybody can do it. You know, here's one that says like, I just put psychic in Florida law. And the very interesting information here. I just would urge people to have a look-see for themselves. Very interesting. Leads down to all types of like what you have to do this, right? And it's very important. And I'm very, very, very happy and very glad, fortunate that I not only came across that, but also the dual state type of thing. Anyway, let me get to these comments. I've been blabbing long. See what you guys have to say about this. What do you guys think? This is very important because I love doing YouTube. I love my community. I love my channel. But how many times am I gonna get hit with these things, guys? And I'm not downing myself. I'm not like I don't know the word here, but you know, when I say like I don't get a lot of views, I'm not like putting myself down. I'm just being real. Like if you watch me versus somebody else that you may watch, they probably get more views. And I'm not crying about that. It's not a big, I'm not complaining about that. What I'm bringing to light is what I say over here. People get big mad about. We all knew this. We all knew this, but you know, sometimes I got a fortune teller one time, and they told me truth hurts. Listen, I would. You can contact Noelle. Did you drop the contact information?
I did.
Too much, Mom.
No, it's yeah. Got it.
I was previous #1 fan, so I am not new. Too much, Mom. You're on fire. Yes, that's correct. In my area, it's difficult to get a restraining order from a judge, but I'm in a small town. Okay. So again, I can get one on you. I can go down to the courthouse tomorrow, cut across Stitcher, and get one on you. I could, if I wanted to, I can go down there and lie my ass off, and they would grant me a temporary one because they kind of have to. If you look at it in the court's view, they kind of have to, right? They can't just deny you, right? They kind of have to give you a temporary one. Doesn't mean it's lasting forever. And even if I was to do so and get a temporary one, it doesn't go on your record, right? It's just basically yes until the court date, right? And that's exactly where I'm in on this right now. I would love to share a lot more with you guys, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna. The beauty on being on the defensive side of this is once you're given a protective order, that what you had to say, that's it. You can't edit it, you can't update it, you can't put all this stuff involved anymore of and that's it. You said what you said. Of course, if it's domestic situation or something like that, if somebody was to get arrested or something, of course, different story. But you it's like people throw the book at you, you get the book, get to read it, and at this point it's time to break down lies. And I just went through this. I just went through this where in open court the judge said if this was on YouTube, there would be nothing here. On top of, so that just happened. On top of, my moderator got one as well and has been defeating it, right? Also, my moderator, this is a dual state thing, right? It's kind of a wild attempt, if you ask me. If I was to try to get a protection order off any of you guys in the chat, and you live in a different state, it's kind of wild, right? But facts and truth matter on this for sure. Now, this is very important because I'm not scared of the system. I'm not afraid of it. But like, if I was to lose this, like, this means a lot. Like, people can't get protection orders over hurt feelings. That's not what this is used for. I don't know. That's why I'm saying this is very important. I don't say it's important for anything else than that alone. It's also very important that I prove that this is fraudulent, and which I will give my best at. any of those donation things are about. I'm behind on the chat, but I'm putting them up there. I can't donate, but I can give a thumbs up. Hey, that's fine. That is fine. Look, man, times are tough.
You know,
No problem.
I don't even like asking anybody
Yeah.
anything. I never have, and neither
That-
does my husband.
that is
And
so
it's
true.
Like, if anybody thinks it's easy to do, it's really not.
That is-
no
that-
one knows if I have $1 or a penny or if
That
I'm
is-
starving for a month. Like, I can't tell you how much it hurts my pride.
She's so right. Any of my old subs, if any of my supporters, y'all know I'm not no grifter. I'm out here asking people all the time. But come on, how many times am I gonna get hit with these things, right? It you know, and again, just because the cops were at my door doesn't mean that you have to pay for it. No, absolutely not. I don't like asking for money. I don't. It's uncomfortable. It's weird. I just ask anybody that can if you'll help, because y'all know I'm not that person, right? But this is getting out of control. This is getting out of control. And I really wish I could break this thing down and get into the paperwork. I'm not going to do that. I can't. It's just wild, man. It is wild. Yeah, smash a like. What's up, Krama? Krama Chronicles in here. What's up, Krama? What's up, Mama? Y'all give Krama a sub, a shout out. Banish my mod, going through the same thing. A sub, a shout out. Wifey. Give Wifey a sub on her
And you
channels.
get RO Shenanigans Insurance. We're gonna look into it.
Chat. Who else? Am I missing any creators in here? Let me check. Let me have a quick breeze through right quick on my phone. I don't want to miss anybody. Any creators that are in here? Has arrived. I got damaged. We got Krama. Missy is a good psychic who's in here. What?
Missy, hi.
What's up, Missy?
I didn't see you.
Missy, you're not a. Let me do something real
She wasn't
fast.
hot, wasn't she?
I don't know why not. Missy, are you here still? Please leave a comment.
I thought she was hot at one point.
So did I. Are you still in here or no? I'm trying to fix it now. Did you comment?
Yes.
You're in here still? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on, Missy. Do me a favor, and when I say leave another comment, give me 1 second. Okay, go ahead. Just write anything.
Good.
Oh, I got it right here.
Okay, go ahead. Just write anything.
Missy, weren't you a weren't you a mod?
Missy, weren't you
Or no? I don't know. My bad. Anyway, you are now. Missy is a good psychic. Not the shenanigans, not this crazy stuff, right? Honest, not has a lot to say about it. Words things right. Good people, man. Good people. Anyway, it's crazy, y'all. This is just wild to me, man. It's wild to me. It's a bit. I'll be one cool. Okay, I thought that you were. Thank you, Grandma. I appreciate that very much, Mama. Watching from work. I talk to Noelle every day, and this is extremely hard on her. She would never ask for help. It is crazy to ask people for help, but this is wild, y'all. I mean, I don't even know what to say on this. There's a lot I want to say, but being that I just went through this, this is very important, because this can't be the standard for people on YouTube to just like, if you don't, you're on this platform, you're a public figure, and you're subject to review. Hey man, there's plenty of people that don't like and support me, right? I don't want to haul them off to court or be calling the police on them because they say stuff that I disagree with, or they review. Look. For instance, the dude center is calling me a racist. That's like one of the worst things that you can call somebody, right? But because I see through it, right? Because I don't take the guy serious, right? I take what he says, one of the worst things that you can label somebody, the worst thing that you can say to somebody, and I reverse it. I joke around it, and I make him the butt of his own joke, right? It's if we're creators, create something, right? Create something. Don't cry. So I created, right? I took a whole negative and made it a positive, right? I'm a creator, right? That took me way less time to do that thought than me trying to like do legal things to him, right? It's wild to me, and
I guess someone may have sent you a cash app. I don't know.
It's just very.
Said it in chat.
It's very wild. It's very wild, man. I don't understand it.
I guess if they did send it this way, whenever you have time to.
Yeah, somebody did. I don't want to say the whole name out loud because.
No, I don't say the name. I never say names. I just thank them. I say thank you.
Ange, I'll say Ange. Ange, thank you very much. I got it. Yeah, guys. So I do have that GoFundMe or white people drop the links, man. If you guys could help, but other than that, man.
Whenever you have time, don't worry about it. Just send it to me so we can keep it together and figure out.
Could you guys hear the audio on that video pretty good? Did you guys hear it okay? Because I'm going to upload that video separately.
Yeah. It's so stressful.
It is. It's just like I have like my own life going on. You know, I have my own things in my life that I'm going through, and I have a marriage, I have a family, I have my own like struggles, I have my own issues, I have my own situations, right? On a day-to-day, and it's going to be like that for my whole life because life is not easy. But the last thing that you need is like unnecessary drama, right? And that's exactly what this is. You know, why are the police at my house? Like you could hear the guy doesn't even agree with it. He's giving me like pointers of how, you know,
every time this happens, they always are like, this is really stupid. Don't understand how this is even happening. Like, how did the judge approve it? It's bullshit.
So what I'm probably going to end up doing is going to the police department here this weekend. And if you guys can recall, there was a time where they kept trying to swat Noel, right? Physically hurt Noel, right?
Well, they were.
And I called. We got a police report on it. I actually got it right here. It's it's right here. And a detective was assigned to the case, right? And through conversation, don't know how Noelle did this, but the person that was trying to swat her did it so many times or attempted to do it. So I don't know how many calls dispatch got or whatever, but apparently it was such an amount of calls that they unswattable. They won't pay attention to that if it comes from the internet. But what I need to do is go. So who served me the other day was the sheriff's office. I'm speaking about Noelle getting swatted, the police department, right? So what I need to do is go talk to that same detective and say, hey, here's the deal, right? Just look. And I'm going to show him these protective orders because this detective already knows all about this YouTube channel and certain other creators, right? And who's doing the swatting and this and that. And
there were so many false calls from one creator and not just one creator, like multiple, but like say one creator did it like 10 times, 20 times, whatever, while they were live on, and they had to put on speaker for their chat. So people that were watching would call all at the same time as they were, all these different people that were like making these false reports against us. And they were actually saying, please don't listen to it. It's all lies. And that, da, 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 da. So there was like 37 open cases against us because of fake YouTube reports. It was really disgusting and stupid. But the detective who eventually did end up interrogating me, he told me that there were so many people going back and forth defending us, telling us not to worry about it, that they have noted not to listen to like kind of just push it off.
I have a question. Someone said this. It was Weeping said it. I would like to know the difference on this because I don't know the difference of this. Anybody can answer this. Here it is right here. Says there's a Missy that's a psychic, and then there's a Missy who's a clairvoyant medium. Okay, so here's the deal. Okay, so a medium is somebody that can speak with like someone who can speak to like dead relatives, right? And a psychic there's a lot of different psychics, right? But I don't want to mislabel anything or say anything right, and anybody can correct me because I don't know. That's why I'm asking. But a psychic, for the most part, can perceive something in the future, right? And a medium can talk to someone deceased, a spirit or whatever. What is a clairvoyant medium? What's the difference between clairvoyant medium and regular medium? Is that just the label right there? Is medium not the correct word? Swatting is you can get killed swatting. It absolutely is very dangerous. Yes. Absolutely is very, very dangerous. You should look up YouTubers getting swatted. There's a viral clip of Aiden Ross getting swatted where you can see it. Somebody knew his location, they got his address, and what people do is, in my view, they use Discord because I don't have it in my chat anymore. I don't think I have it. Let me see. I know because I'm not on Twitch, but you're in chats and it'll say like stream. The bots the bots that act like mods and drop links and stuff or say smash a like, those bots. You can have a bot either write a comment for you and you can put it on a timer. Hey, drop my become a members link every 2 minutes when I'm live. And it'll do that, right? You can also have a bot dial a phone number, right? I believe they use Discord to call the police. And not only could you have a bot do that, but you can have a voice automated you can use a voice app. You can have a man do it, a woman do it. You can have, there's several different accents. Call 911. You can text the prompt in, right? So you say, hey, White Boy's live right now, and he's talking about offing himself and offing his wife and this and that. And what that does is you're calling the police on somebody on a situation that is such an emergency. There's more than one people that are in so much danger that they don't need a warrant. So normally if a cop comes knocking on my door, if I want to, I can tell him, hey, go after yourself, come back with a warrant, right? That's how the law is supposed to be. But when this swatting thing happens, it overrides that. They're now allowed to come in, kick the door in, and come stop me from hurting the well and offing myself, right? That's what people do. They use Discord to do that. So now when the cop comes in, right, it creates a whole different situation because I never was going to do that in the first place. I never was going to hurt anybody or myself, but I don't know who just kicked my front door in. And if I was a person who had a gun right here and I saw somebody coming over and I pulled it out, and if I even shot at the cops, they're gonna defend themselves as they should, but this is all over a troll who's doing a sick, demented thing to somebody, and that was done to my wife. Yeah, multiple times. That's what swatting is. I just say something fairly research. I'll check it out.
Yeah, they were. If you don't do this or that, or delete your husband's channel in 5 minutes, bitch, fuck you.
Let me.
I was like,
so
I
let's
was freaking out.
What is this?
I was walking my perimeter every fucking hour all night. Bitch, I want you to show up at my house. Come knock on my door.
So let's have a quick look-see at X. What's going on?
I'm gonna be scared. Wrong bitch, honey. Wrong bitch.
So we did Google searches. We did. I showed you the video. This is the GoFundMe link. We did this. We did this. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just have a quick look at the Twitter streets to see what's going on. I wanted to ask you guys one more thing. Oh yeah, I heard that when I got that clip earlier from Lemon Boy, Lemon Boy was talking about, when he was running away and whatnot. In that stream, he talks about Voices getting canceled. What did Voices get canceled for? This is the Voices that's always on Queen Bee's panel. Voice for the Voiceless, I believe her name is. What? Anybody knows how she got canceled? We had some history on YouTube. It's nothing serious. Back in the day, we had a little issue, but I deaded it with her. I was always been cool with her, but anybody know how she lost her channel? Slug Knuckles ain't her purdy. Brandy Wine always coming through with she's a beast. What is this? Oh, here goes that Sludge Knuckles. That's what they call Jonesin, correct? That lady Jones and another person with all the racist stuff. I invited her on here. She said it about me or something one time, and then I tried to invite her. I invited her on panel. We were going to have a stream where I had some creators. We're going to talk about racism, right? And I reached out to some Black creators, right, to have a debate. And unfortunately, she was a no-show. It's always weird white people that are calling you this on the internet. It's what I've learned. Big Ange now. Beached whale. Felony charge. So would that be false reporting? Well, the thing is, they do it. You can't. There is no reporting on a SWAT, right? I don't know if they use Discord or not. That's the platform I think that people use, but I have no clue, right? But the point is, somebody is using, text-free numbers or untraceable numbers, and they're getting they may not even use a bot. You guys know how I do. I always make parodies and stuff. I can make a voice. Hello, yeah. You just make a voice up, right, on an untraceable thing, right? Call in some crazy stuff, right, on someone that you follow or don't like on social media. Say some crazy stuff, and you're going to create a crazy situation. There's no telling what's going to happen when the police go in that house. There's no telling. You know what I mean? There's no telling. All right, let me go back over here. Where was it? Where were we? How come it's not what incarnation? Oh, here we go. Allegedly with Brittany. What's it say here? What we got here? I appreciate everybody looking out tonight too. Whether it was Cash App, whether it was Super Chats, whether it was, I really appreciate that. Massive shout out. Yeah, my internet's McDonald's Wi-Fi right now, it looks like.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's full straight on. If they actually made it faster, I see it's fine. I do see that it's refreshing really at 40.
Loading.
Yeah.
Now it's like broken.
Something, I don't know.
It was an attorney. That's how I would fight it. I believe so, Choco. What's up, Choco? Good to see you. Walking the perimeter of my property every hour.
That's the second part. That's part 2 of the chat.
Allegedly, Brittany claiming Granny said she brought some Go World into her review. Griffney J is a piece of crap. There was a good one I seen. Who's this lady? Y'all have to catch me up. White boy's busy. Who's this one? Y'all catch me up on this one. Who's this lady? What's the deal with her? I've been seeing her on Twitter a lot too. What am I missing? Y'all catch me up. And what parody are we going to do? I need some parody requests. What are we going to do and where are we at? Who are we going to get? Comments. I need y'all. Give me a parody request. Who do I get? Who and what? What and who? Where and why? This person's called Reality. Oh, Jesus, what's this about? Let's have a listen.
And domestic violence because I was raised by an Irish Catholic woman. The idea of somebody.
Here's another clip of Joseph Lesniak trying to intimidate this true crime community. And the creators in that stood up against the terrorizing of the Proudfoots. He actually lies through his teeth, claiming everything that actually happened to the Proudfoots was happening to Seth. And of course, they didn't have one shred of evidence back up any other claims in court. Nothing but games for the past 18 months. This sounds good. Let's have a look. Let's have a listen real fast.
How that to happen. So it was a real eye opener starting in that.
Bottom left.
Child abuse, child pornography cases. Pennsylvania Internet Crimes Against Children's Task Force is actually based out of Delaware County. It's one of the only state task forces that's in a local county. Most of them are either the state AG or the state police. But our was responsible for a number of breakthroughs in investigating cases like thinking they were going to have a number of those cases now that most pleas to choose sexual assault, adult sexual assault.
He looks like so nervous, like he's rocking back and forth. I'm just trying to like picture this guy Lesniak. Everybody says, and I'm not saying that this theory is bad or anything, but a lot of people on Twitter would say like Nick and them were doing like they had dirt on Lesniak. I want to believe this theory, right? But like, what do they have? What do they have? What's the dirt, you think? So as we're watching this, I'm just looking at this goofball, and let's have a listen.
Cases, and in 2012, I left the office and started my own practice on the defense side. A lot of people go, "How can you switch roles?" These are emotionally driven cases, no matter what role you're in. As a prosecutor, I always looked at what is the defense in this case, if I know what the prosecution is. In fact, I was just in trial last week, and the prosecutor basically gave my closing argument that I used to give many years ago, almost word for word. I was singing along to it kind of in my mind as she was.
He's a goofball
saying it. So
I've been
a private defense attorney for, I guess now,
and for educational purposes. I don't know what's going on with Twitter. We got this might be a good time for you to exit stage left. Cluminati. Here, another one. Here goes the guy again. Like, dude, I wanted all the smoke and you ran away. You're back to the women. Like, this is out of control. This is out of control, this guy. It's out of control, man. So I don't know. Not too much going on the old Twitters. Oh, look at this. We found this fucking look at this fucking lady.
Violence, unprovoked violence. According to Sap, some type of violence, but he didn't really tell us what it was. We learned later that there were times that he'd be asleep and Katie would just start wailing on him and wake him up with him getting like punched all over. And that's pretty telling about somebody's personality, psychological behavior.
Let me slow it down, guys. Give me a second.
Those are some telltale signs. Normal people don't see a sleeping spouse and think, hey, let me jump on him and beat the crap out of him. I mean, just normal people don't do that.
Wow, is she serious? She stopped the guy from installing my toilet, guys. Let's keep it real. Babe, have you gotten any text messages from him?
Psychological issues. And she has a history of violence, unprovoked violence. According to Seth, when I interviewed him, he talked about some type of violence, but he didn't really tell us what it was. We learned later that there were times that he would be asleep and Katie would just
no
start wailing on
no
him.
Bra. Good comment. No bra. All day, no bra.
That's reality, psychological behaviors, or normal behaviors, who they are. Those are some telltale signs. Normal people don't see a sleeping spouse and think, hey, let me jump on him and beat the crap out of him.
Did you hear this?
If you will. But you know what? In all fairness, some relationships just bring that out in people.
Oh my God. Shout out to Shay. Shout out to Shay on this one. Holy crap. Betty talking about domestic violence. Oh my God. Shay, I'm gonna DM you. I gotta do a video on that. But yeah, it's out of control, y'all. out of control. Let me hit the comments, and just want to come on here quickly, update you guys about the current situation. Unfortunately, man, I don't know how much more I can update. I don't know. I really don't. Notice in the RICO how the jackass teen statements contradicted that whole thing. Everything, all of their court crap has all been just an atrocity, just out of control. I say she had pants on, Sprite. Smoky Mountains, definitely no bra right there. Pancakes hanging everywhere. People want to impact.
Some bras just are not strong enough and well equipped to hold all that shit. That's sad.
Hers?
That sagging ass skins. It don't matter what that.
Do they make pancake bras?
Sometimes you just don't have a strong enough bra.
Do they make pancake bras?
I don't know. I don't have pancake.
They make those. I've seen those chicken tender things, chicken cutlets.
Those are to make them look bigger.
She needs to put those with her pancakes.
I don't care. I don't fucking care.
Are them chicken cutlet things expensive?
I don't know.
Y'all know? You guys know about the chicken cutlets?
The silicone bra inserts.
I've seen them before. They're like little boobs. You squeeze them. They're like little packs.
I'll get you some for a parody. You can add it to your panties and your bras that you have in there with your dress.
No, I need some pancake tits for Betty. How do we make that happen? All right, guys. What's up, man? What's gonna go? I need y'all to help me out on a parody. Who am I gonna get next? I need not only a name, but I need at least a one-liner. Like, give me like a quick like idea for the parody. I don't need much. If you can give me a one-liner, man, I can turn that thing on and make it happen. That's usually, just so you guys know, that's how it happens. I'll be watching all the shenanigans and stuff. It might even be like a clip we just saw. I can make a parody out of that. I mean, not that exact one, but you know what I'm saying. Like, oh my Lanta blows hole once again. Reality growling. Okay, so the reality lady. Okay, here's the deal. I've been seeing a lot about this reality lady. So, can you point me in the direction of her growlingness? I got to keep it honest with you. I don't know anything about this. Does she really growl?
Send an email with a quick synopsis about the person that you'd like the parody to be made about. We do not know everything about everybody, and sometimes we don't know the people that y'all are requesting at all.
Okay, written in stars. You too.
A little request and synopsis.
I'll be here with us tonight. Oh, my bad. I thought you were jumping off. Sorry, I read that wrong. Yeah, I need Weeping. If you could help me with that, send me a link with the lady growling. Does she really growl? Oh, that'll be epic. That'll be excellent. Anybody watching this live, if you can help contribute to this, I'll make it happen. It looks like we're going to be doing reality next, and I need to have growling clips or timestamps with the lives where she just said growling or any growling. And yeah, I don't really know much about her. I don't want to follow too much behind, so it's almost like a mandatory parody, if that makes sense. BJ's True Crime panel. The last couple of nights, reality has been on. Gotcha. Wears a pink wig. She wears a pink wig, pink wing like a fairy. She really does growl. Okay, this is interesting. Illuminati has sound bites of reality. This is very interesting. Who has sound bites? Babe.
What?
Can you ask Clue text or ask for I request audio samples? I need audio samples of the growling.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely do it. All right, Vanish. I'm jumping off to here in a moment. Can you give us your version of why has been missing in action? Lawsuit all day. I'll get it from Clue. I appreciate it, white boy. Boo, I'm here to the end. I know I appreciate you a lot. You're always here. I never thank you or any of my other mods. But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate each and every one of you. You too, Choco. Even if you're not here all the time, I appreciate you guys. I don't say it enough, and I need to. Thank you.
That was very sweet.
This has got me very interested, Gigi. You got me very interested. If you guys also could help me, did you text her?
On it now.
She don't have to give it to me now.
What exactly is it that you'd like?
So I'm gonna jump off, and I'm actually trying to get a hold of Cluminati, and this actually will be I'm gonna upload that police footage on my channel tomorrow. The following video should only be a parody of Reality Bites growling. I have to do my research. Reality Bites what's the channel name again? I know they call it Reality. Is it Reality Bites? Reality Rages and Growls. Ask Clue. What's the she'll know her as Reality, babe. She knows who it is. I was in Clue's chat earlier. She was clowning on the Lemon Boy. Matter of fact, I got to know about hey, did you know that they put that lady BJ in Kiwi Farms? Man, Kiwi Farms is crazy. Do y'all know about Kiwi Farms? Do you know what they do? Holy shit. If you don't know, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. And then I learned about the Alex guy. I don't know about the Alex guy either. He was trying to clown on me a little bit. He said something about my ears, and I told Clue, well, Alex needs to see my cock. But then I heard Alex, like, he's pretty funny, I guess. So I got to check him out as well. I haven't seen much about him, but I got to check him out.
He was supposed to be talking about Dick Off or whatever earlier.
Oh, was he? Did he do it?
I don't know. Somebody mentioned it earlier. I have no idea.
I guess I'll have to check it out. So I guess the guy Alex that covered the dick off thing. So we'll have to look at it. BJ says she has a hard drive for police if anything happens. Hey man, that's the problem though. Kiwi Farms, I don't want no problem with them. What police? Good luck with that. Kiwi Farms and people have been doing this for years. They're good, but there are some online OGs over there. I know about Kiwi Farms. I don't want no problems with them. None at all. None. Zero. None. No parodies. No talking about the bad. They're only good. There'll be no problems with them.
They're only good.
Them people, they don't even fuck off. They don't even fuck off. Yeah, she don't fuck up this big this time. Kiwi Farms is like, them people got a community over there, and they go all the way in. Man, remember?
I know it's.
Remember we're having what's the politician?
They do a lot of shit.
The MAGA lady, the blonde MAGA lady. Come on, Matt. The blonde MAGA lady. God damn it. The blonde MAGA lady. What's her name? Not Nick. Thank you, Shelby Lynn. I appreciate it. What's the blonde MAGA lady's name? The super MAGA lady. She's got blonde hair. People say that she looks like Dog the Bounty Hunter on Twitter and shit. They make fun of her. I happen to like her. Her name is fucking, what the hell's her name? The blonde lady. Babe.
I don't fucking know.
Hold on. Come on with the lady's name. The blonde MAGA lady. She's in Congress. Marjorie Taylor Greene is what I'm trying to say, Matt. God damn it. Spit it out, dude. She had a situation about, remember I was telling you it was about a year ago? With Kiwi Farms.
Yeah, I know we were talking about it, but I don't remember what they do. I forgot about what they are.
Google it. I'm trying to tell you.
Well,
I know about them. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, sitting politician. Well, let me clear this shit up real fast. Let me just say this. Well, let me backtrack and backpedal like a motherfucker. Let me restate that. Marjorie Taylor Greene accused Kiwi Farms for doing something. They did not, or wasn't found that they did it. I have no idea who did it, but it was assumed that they did it, and I don't know nothing more. Allegedly, hypothetically, and only for educational purposes. She is awesome. I like her. Just brain fart. Yeah, man. They're it actually has something to do with that we already talked about in this live. How crazy is that? A subject at least. Yeah. It really does. All right, man. I'm gonna jump off, y'all. I definitely will get with the clue. If she don't see my text or whatever, wifey just reached out to her. If for whatever reason she don't see it, her and Cletus are busy over there. Y'all, please leave a few comments on next time she's live or whatever, and say, hey, White Boy is trying to get sound bites of reality. That would be a big solid to me, right? And maybe by then she already gave it to me, or maybe it'll be you to make it happen. I want to do my research on this lady reality, and that's what I'm gonna do next. So I love y'all. Please help if you can, man. I'm just updating you guys. This is going to be a very important hearing coming up. I think that we got this in the bag, but I don't know. Due to everything I said, different states, this and that, what the judge said in the last one, what's ongoing with my mod now, it seems as though this should be, I don't know. We never know. It's what I thought going in the last one. But I will go into it with no representation if I don't know. We can't raise something. We'll have to see. I don't know. It is what it is. The links are there if you need it. If you can, that'd be awesome. If you can't, that's still cool. No problem. Either way, man. So look out for the police video, which I streamed earlier, and I'm going to try to do that reality one within the next couple days. Hopefully, as fast as I get as I'll do it. If you're watching the replay and you have the sound bites, shoot it to me on Twitter. I'm most active over there. I appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. Come by, smashing a like, dropping comments, supporting. I love y'all. I appreciate all my mods. I don't say it enough. I really appreciate you guys. And everybody that supports, man, I appreciate you guys. I really do. All right, man, I'll get to some videos. I'm going to jump off. Y'all be safe and be easy. I try not to take too much of your time away. That way people can have a chance to watch the whole stream, you know? All right. Until the next one, I'm out. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at White Boy Radio Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.